Hey there, Leo. Welcome to this love reading, which explores someone's feelings about you. This reading more or less covers a 2-week period between the new moon on July 17th and the full moon on August 1st. I'll be tuning into the person on your mind to find out how they're moving towards you, how they see you, and how they feel about Leo. I'll also check whether your head and your heart are on the same page about this person or this connection. At the end of the reading, I will close off with what is being held back and advice for Leo. But first, we're going to see what each of you are gravitating towards and seeking at this time. So, Leo, your person is seeking worthiness, and for you, you are seeking abundance. So, your person may be dealing with issues of self-confidence and kind of aligning with their personal truth. And for you, you might be kind of focusing on maybe material abundance, maybe focusing on the people that are close to you in your life, or feeling that you have a lot and want to kind of spread your wings a little bit more. So let's take a look at how your person is moving towards Leo. We have here the Queen of Swords. So possibly trying to be honest and have some open communication. Perhaps at times they seem a bit maybe cold or distant. We'll do some clarifications of these cards once I've put them all out. So in terms of how they see Leo right now, we have here the Two of Wands. So they see you as someone who has that spark that they're drawn to, and they would like to kind of, see where things go. It might be that they see you having that spark with others as well. So let's see how they feel about you right now. We have the Four of Pentacles. Maybe they're feeling a bit possessive, or feeling a little bit like they want you to notice them more. Maybe it has to do with this concept of like worthiness. Maybe they're trying to convince that themselves about that, but to some degree they're trying to almost establish a foundation or a solid base with you, or common ground, but that they are really focused on how they are being seen, and how they're kind of not being seen, how they kind of come off. So let's take a look at what Leo's heart says about this person or this connection. We have here the Six of Swords. So possibly maybe your heart is saying this is something you need to move on from, or something where you need to kind of be okay with something, maybe okay with how they are, how they communicate. Let's see what your head is saying about this person or the connection. We have the Star here. So your head is saying, despite what kind of maybe disagreements or misunderstandings or misconnections that you had, that there might be some hope that you can kind of be on the same page. There is a common sense of needing to find some peace here. Needing to find a way where you can kind of pursue what you want and be grateful for what you have and your connection with this person, but also where you're not feeling that they are in their own head or trying to get into your head possibly. So let's see the influencing energy of this reading. We have the Death card and the Devil, and also the Five of Wands. So you can see these people are kind of arguing here. So with the Death and the Devil, there is a sense of transformation and of not letting that change occur, making things stay the same way. So what I'm kind of sensing is maybe you are the one that's kind of changing with this concept of abundance, and they are kind of wanting things to be a certain way where they can navigate it. And to some degree, it could be, it could be that there are some patterns that are finally you're breaking through here, and it's not necessarily this person or this connection, but more for you with your heart and needing to make sure that you protect your heart, and possibly something about your heart it might be saying that this is smelling like a routine or something you've done before, or something that isn't going to let you grow and transform in a way that you'd want. So let's take a look at this Queen of Swords in terms of how they're moving towards you. We have here the Hierophant. So it's almost as if they need to have things in a certain way, certain sense of structure. Maybe they have like OCD tendencies, or to some degree it might be like they are someone that you work with. That'd be interesting, especially with this this Devil card here. They could be, for some of you, someone that you work with, someone who you trust or need to communicate with for some reason. So let's see what we have here. We have the Page of Cups and Three of Swords here, and Page of Wands. So this concept of like youth and innocence and like pain, disappointment, and upset here. It could be that the way they're moving towards you has to do with issues in their own past, issues with like abandonment, possibly with this worthiness, and why there's this need to kind of have a sense of structure and routine almost. So let's take a look at the Two of Wands in terms of how they see Leo. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. So what's interesting is there's no cups that are showing up in this reading yet. There's this Two of Wands that indicates your element of fire, but they see you as possibly having options. They're interested, but also they feel like pursuing you or pursuing whatever this is, there's too much potential for change and turmoil, especially when they like structure. They like to know what to expect. They like to have things kind of like cut and dry. But with you, it's a sense of, if you give them that green light, or if you are giving them validation, it could like lift them up. And if you take that away, it could like spin them in this, Wheel of Fortune. It can kind of turn them down really quick. So I do think it has to do with them trying to like kind of figure out themselves in a sense of worthiness. Here we have the Two of Swords and Six of Cups. So a sense of something from their childhood, a sense of maybe they felt that they were disappointed. Maybe they have like avoidance issues with like getting too attached to someone. So let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles for how they feel about Leo right now. We have the Nine of Wands. So they feel like they need to protect themselves more than anything. And they feel, it's like they feel you have the capacity to hurt them. So we have here the Chariot and the page again, another page, and the sun, and like another child. So it's almost a sense of they have to deal with really their inner child, their issues with abandonment, their issues with someone kind of moving on, possibly without them. So let's take a look at what your heart is telling you about this person or connection. So, I mean, the 6 of Wands, this could be telling you that your person really needs to heal something from the past, that they need to find a sense of peace as well. So let's kind of see here. We have here the Lovers. So your heart is really telling you that there's healing to be, take place here. To some degree, the healing could be more so your person. It could be both of you, but this Death and this Devil card, this concept of like holding on to something versus letting it go and transform. What's interesting, so you have Death, then there's Temperance, and then there's the Devil. The Death card is about transforming and leaving things behind, losing things, but taking opportunities, new opportunities. The Devil is about keeping things the same way and not looking out for best and highest good. It's like instant, right now, instant gratification, instant relief, instant like, I'm doing this because I need this right now and I don't really want to grow or change. Temperance card is kind of that middle ground, trying to find a sense of peace or having the ability to kind of take time to make that decision of which way to go. So this concept of 6 of Swords and the Star is almost like that you are trying to be that sense of peace or middle ground for them. But your heart kind of, it's almost like as if your heart knows it's not for your best and highest good to either pursue this relationship or try to fix this person. So let's see about the Star in terms of what your head is saying about this person. We have here the 7 of Pentacles, and you can see this. Something is not right here. Something needs to be assessed. It's going to take work. And so your head is saying, like, you can help. You can, like, really help kind of move them towards a place of worthiness and you towards that place of abundance. Influencing energy, we have the Page of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Again, these concepts of pages, it really does seem to do with like independence, self-worth, and concepts of childhood. So, and even in this 9 of Wands, how they feel about you right now, this person in the background, there's children like arguing. So maybe they grew up in a home where there was fighting. They needed to have some structure. Maybe it was a religious household. Maybe it was a strict household. But it does seem to kind of affect how they see themselves and their connection with you. So let's take a look at the energy of the Death and the Devil. We have here the 6 of Pentacles. This is a card of like generosity, give and take, reciprocity, and like just ultimately balance and harmony. When it comes to kind of that concept of worthiness, and like, you are worthy of me investing in you because I see something in you that will invest in others or return the favor, something along those lines. You've got the Hermit and Justice and the Moon. So there are really, and that looks like a couples counselor here. It seems like this is a relationship that is more about helping your person figure out their own past and their own path, and dealing with their own emotions. So let's take a look at what is being held back. So it seems like you've got You got some major arcana cards coming up here, especially the Death and the Devil. Those are like the strongest ones. And this concept of the Hermit, like it seems like they're really on a journey to find themselves. And so with you, they're just need to accept almost this transformation and not really kind of like, they need to kind of get out of this structure and let things flow a bit and assess. So there's some heavy things happening with them, it seems. So here we have my dreams. I've been dreaming about you in my dreams. We are so free and in love. Wish I could stay there forever. So there's that concept of like the moon. But I feel like this is what they wish they could do, but the reality of it might be different. Others' opinions, I feel bound by my culture and by my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. So this concept of like some kind of way that they were raised, some kind of belief structure really affecting how they connect with you. Let's get one more card. Feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier to just stay in silence. So it seems like I said, they are really unsure of themselves and how this affects their connection with you. So let's take a look at some cards for advice. Intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. So I think this is also about concepts of intimacy on all levels. Issues of being close, like this intimacy, like just closeness, and certain fears of being close with someone and then being like that taken away. We have caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So there is some reason to pause here. And we have no, it's not the right time. So it seems here this is, if this was like it's not you, it's me situation, this would be accurately representing here. So, definitely you are in this period of abundance, and they are in this period of trying to break through limiting mindsets and limiting beliefs and transformation. So it seems like they're on a really long journey that is different from your path. So that's what I have for you. I'm hoping this reading provides a helpful perspective of how someone is feeling towards you. We'll see you next time. Take care.